Gilgamesh is a psychotic and glorious douchebag, but damn he is cool. It's like looking at a 1930s styled gangster smoking a cigarette. You know the cigarette's bad for him, but he looks awesome! In this week's episode of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, Berserker and Gilgamesh are getting ready to have a battle that's going to completely melt our minds. But before we get to that, this week's episode starts to go into Caster's backstory a little bit. We get to see one of her previous masters, who's a complete douchebag. Not on the Gilgamesh level, where his douchebaggery is kind of likable. No, this guy is just plain old good douchebag. This would-be alchemist is a creepy SOB, going as far as to literally collecting human bodies and throwing them into his homemade margarita machine, which literally transforms them into mana. Caster thinks this is pretty messed up and decides to burn his entire operation to the ground. This scene is made all the more tense because earlier he actually used one of his command seals on her so that she couldn't use her abilities. This ends up biting him in the ass by the end of the episode when he ends up using all of his command seals and ends up literally getting burned alive. Alright, so let's get down to the badassery of this week's episode. So, main plot that's going on right now is that Shiro and Rin are going to be working together reluctantly, even though they clearly have a huge crush on each other, and they're going to go and try and team up with another master, and that's going to be Ilya! And that's awesome because she has Berserker, otherwise known as Heracles or Hercules, and that means we're definitely going to get some cool action coming up. But I didn't expect that Gilgamesh was just going to show up and crash the party, and not only that, but he ended up killing both of Ilya's attendants in a very violent and disturbing scene where he summoned multiple weapons, and it was just as disturbing as it was badass. Gilgamesh pretty much just steals every single scene that he's in, and the episode actually ends with a Berserker and Ilya just crashing through the wall as this big battle is getting ready to go down, and whoo boy am I excited for the next episode. So what's the rundown on this week's episode of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works? We're getting ready to have a big family reunion with Shiro and Ilya, and there's going to be some battling as well. This week's episode has got me really amped up for the next one. I cannot wait to see Berserker and Gilgamesh throw down, and just the fact that all these characters are getting ready to converge at once just means shit about to go down. Shinji himself is funny because he's basically just sort of caught in the crossfire being a chicken shit. What I really liked about this episode is not only did we get some cool action at the end and some more teasing for some more action, but we actually got to see some Caster backstory, which made me appreciate her character all the bit more. The whole backstory with her previous master was very creepy and frankly just a little bit disturbing. I really can't wait to see how her relationship is going to grow with her new master as the series is going to go on. But the minute they got to the whole Berserker stuff and Gilgamesh, I was so in it. I was just sucked right in at that moment. I really cannot wait to see what they're going to do with that. And man, that was really shocking how Ilya's attendants were just killed so easily and so quickly, just out of freaking nowhere. They were just enamored by Gilgamesh hanging out on the freaking rooftops, and then he just takes them out with zero effort whatsoever. There was a little bit of censorship, but for the most part, you pretty much see all of the grisly and gory details. You don't see a decapitation, but the implication is there, and it's pretty freaking nasty. The Shiro and Rin stuff is nice and heartwarming, the Caster backstory is well appreciated, and some action is about to go down. So this was a pretty nice episode, all wrapped up with some fantastic animation and artwork, great music cues, and just great production value all across the board. This is Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, and it gets the job done. And this week's episode is a 4 out of 5 from me. A pretty awesome episode, and I cannot wait to see the next one. Who's gonna win? Gilgamesh or Berserker? Thank you all for watching this review of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Before you guys leave, please tell me what you thought about this week's episode in the comments section below. Did you have a favorite scene? A favorite character showed up? Who do you think is going to win in the battle between Berserker and Gilgamesh? Make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow us on social media. As a lot of you guys know, I'm also very new to the Fate Stay series. I'm only about halfway through Fate Zero right now, which I've been told is going to give me a better appreciation of this entire series in general, and I cannot wait to finish that because it's just as awesome as this, and I have some discussion videos that are going to be coming out. You just need to give me some time to plan them. I'm hopefully going to have one of them ready next week, probably earlier in the week. Expect to see that probably like Tuesday or Monday, maybe around that time, but that's pretty much that. But thank you guys again for watching. Make sure to like the video, and as always, stay dandy, baby.